Hey everyone! Welcome to our guide on the top travel mistakes to avoid in 2024. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or a newbie just getting your feet wet, this message is for you. Are you planning your next big adventure for 2024? Maybe it's a solo backpacking trip across Europe, a romantic getaway in the Maldives, or a thrilling safari in Africa. Whatever it is, I bet you're super excited. Got that trip of a lifetime all mapped out in your head? That's awesome! You've probably been daydreaming about it, scrolling through travel photos, and imagining all the amazing experiences you're going to have. But before you even think about booking that flight or reserving that Airbnb, you need to hear this. There are some crucial things you need to know to avoid turning your dream vacation into a disaster. We're about to dive deep into the top travel mistakes that can absolutely wreck your trip. Trust me, you don't want to be that person stuck in an airport for hours or lost in a foreign city with no clue what to do. We're talking missed flights, overpacked bags, awkward cultural faux pas, the kind of stuff that turns your dream vacation into a total nightmare. Imagine missing your flight because you didn't check the time zones, or struggling with a suitcase that's way too heavy to carry. But don't worry, we've got your back. We're going to share some insider tips on how to avoid these common pitfalls. From packing smart to understanding local customs, we've got all the info you need to make your trip smooth and enjoyable. Stick with us because we're going to show you how to dodge these travel landmines and make sure your 2024 adventures are the stuff of legend. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with all the knowledge you need to travel like a pro and have the time of your life. So grab a pen and paper or open up your notes app because you won't want to miss a single tip. Let's make your next adventure unforgettable for all the right reasons. Ready? Let's dive in. All right, let's kick things off with mistake number 1, not doing your homework. Look, I get it, you're stoked about the trip, you just want to get out there and explore. But trust me, a little research goes a long way. Imagine this. You land in this amazing country, ready to hit the ground running, only to find out that everything's closed for a national holiday you've never even heard of. Or you show up at that epic temple everyone's been raving about, and boom, you need a special permit to even get in. Suddenly, your spontaneous adventure takes a nosedive. This isn't about sucking the fun out of spontaneity, it's about setting yourself up for success. Spend some time on Google Maps, read some travel blogs, scroll through some Instagram hashtags, get a feel for the place you're visiting. Figure out the lay of the land, the local customs, the must-see spots, and the potential pitfalls. Knowledge is power, people, especially when you're on the road. Another crucial aspect of research is understanding the weather conditions. You don't want to be caught in a downpour without an umbrella or in freezing temperatures without a jacket. Check the weather forecast for your destination and pack accordingly. Also, familiarize yourself with the local transportation options. Knowing how to get around can save you a lot of time and stress. Whether it's the metro, buses, or bike rentals, having a plan for transportation can make your trip smoother. Don't forget about the local currency. Research the exchange rates and understand the best ways to handle money in the country you're visiting. Some places might prefer cash, while others are more card-friendly. And let's not overlook the food. Researching local cuisine can enhance your travel experience. Know what dishes to try and where to find the best local eateries. This way, you won't miss out on any culinary delights. Understanding local customs and traditions is also vital. This not only shows respect to the locals, but can also enrich your travel experience. Participate in local festivals, learn a few phrases in the local language, and immerse yourself in the culture. Safety should always be a priority. Research any safety concerns in the area you're visiting. Know the emergency contact numbers and have a plan in case something goes wrong. Being prepared can make a huge difference. In the end, a well-researched trip can lead to a more enjoyable and stress-free experience. You'll be able to make the most of your time, avoid unnecessary hassles, and truly enjoy your adventure. So, take the time to do your homework. Your future self will thank you. Happy travels! Next up, we're tackling the eternal struggle, the battle with your baggage. It's a dilemma that every traveler faces at some point. Whether you're going on a weekend getaway or a month-long adventure, the question remains, how much should you pack? We've all been there, right? You're staring at your closet, paralyzed by the impossible task of packing for every possible scenario. You start to wonder if you need that extra pair of shoes, or if you should bring that bulky sweater just in case it gets cold. So, what do? You overpack, of course. You think, better safe than sorry. and end up with a suitcase that could double as a small closet. You cram in outfits for every occasion, multiple pairs of shoes, and enough toiletries to last a year. You stuff that suitcase until it's bursting at the seams, lugging around a portable wardrobe you'll probably never wear. The result? You're exhausted before you even reach your destination, and navigating through airports and train stations becomes a workout. Then there's the flip side, underpacking. You decide to embrace minimalism, convinced that you can survive with just the basics. You pack a small backpack or a tiny suitcase, thinking you'll be fine with just a few essentials. But then reality hits. You end up shivering in the cold because you didn't bring a jacket, or desperately searching for a pharmacy because you forgot your toothbrush. Suddenly, your minimalist approach doesn't seem so smart. Listen, packing doesn't have to be a contact sport. It doesn't have to be a stressful ordeal that leaves you second-guessing every decision. The key here is balance. Finding that sweet spot between overpacking and underpacking is the secret to a stress-free travel experience. The key here is balance. Start by making a list of the essentials. Think about the activities you'll be doing and the weather conditions you'll encounter. This will help you prioritize what you really need. Make a list of the essentials, pack for the weather, and consider versatile clothing items that can be mixed and matched. This way, you can create multiple outfits without overloading your suitcase. And don't forget to leave some room for souvenirs. You never know what treasures you'll find on your journey, and having extra space means you won't have to worry about fitting them in. Remember, you can always buy stuff on the road if you absolutely need it. Most destinations have stores where you can pick up any forgotten items or things you didn't anticipate needing. Don't let your luggage become a burden. Pack smart and travel light. By finding the right balance, you can enjoy your trip without the stress of overpacking or the inconvenience of underpacking. Happy travels! Chapter 3. Ignoring local culture and etiquette. All right, let's talk about respect. When you're traveling, you're stepping into someone else's home, someone else's culture. It's like being a guest in their house. You wouldn't show up to a friend's place and start rearranging their furniture, would you? The same goes for traveling. Do your research, learn a few basic phrases in the local language, be mindful of local customs. Don't be that person who talks too loudly, disrespects sacred sites, or dresses inappropriately. Remember, you're not just a tourist, you're an ambassador representing your own culture. Embrace the differences, be open to new experiences, and treat the people you meet with respect. Trust me, a little cultural sensitivity goes a long way. Chapter 4. Overplanning or overplanning. Now, let's talk about planning, or rather, the dangers of overplanning and underplanning. Look, I'm all for having a plan, a general outline of what you want to see and do. But here's the thing, don't let your itinerary rule your life. Don't be afraid to deviate from the plan, to chase a sunset, to spend an extra day in a place you really connect with. On the flip side, don't just wing it completely. You don't need to book every single detail in advance, but having a general idea of where you're going and what you're doing can save you a lot of stress and hassle. Find that sweet spot between structure and spontaneity, and allow yourself the freedom to explore and discover. Chapter 5. Forgetting travel insurance. All right, folks, this last one's a biggie: travel insurance. I know. It's not the most exciting thing to think about, but trust me, it's crucial. Think of travel insurance as your safety net, your backup plan for when things go wrong. Because let's face it, sometimes they do. Lost luggage, canceled flights, unexpected medical emergencies. These things happen, and they can really put a damper on your trip. Travel insurance can help mitigate the financial burden of these unexpected events, giving you peace of mind and allowing you to focus on what really matters: enjoying your adventure. Don't skip this step, people. Get yourself covered and travel with confidence. Outro adventure awaits. Travel smart in 2024. So there you have it. The top travel mistakes to avoid in 2024. Remember, a little preparation goes a long way in ensuring a smooth trip. Do your research, pack smart, respect local cultures, find your planning balance, and get yourself insured. Avoid these mistakes, and your 2024 travels will be smooth sailing. Now, I want to hear from you, our viewers. What's the biggest travel mistake you've ever made? Share your stories in the comments below. Let's learn from each other's experiences. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tips and adventures. Until next time, keep exploring and discovering new places.